Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the Everton News Daily. Richarlison has been speaking while away on international duty. Don't worry, he's not like Romelu Lukaku. He has been talking about his move to Everton and said that he sees Marco Silva as a father figure. He thanks Silva for bringing him to England to realise his Premier League dream. And he said he thanks Everton for signing him in the summer because that's basically why he's in the Brazil squad. He said he wants to get his head down and work hard for Everton and be as good as he possibly can. He also revealed that Marco Silva has encouraged him to take English lessons 3 times a week, which he started to do because that'll help his integration into the football club as well. He's certainly hit the ground running for Everton. He scored 4 goals in 6 games so far for the Blues already, Richarlison, and is becoming a fan's favourite, you know, giving his shirt away after every game and things like that. We want him to just continue to do well for Brazil, but more importantly to do well for Everton. So he's in action tomorrow night against Argentina, or rather Brazil are, and then he can get back to Finch Farm and concentrate on the visit of Crystal Palace on Sunday. One player who doesn't want to stay at Everton is Kevin Morales. Woohoo! He is at Fiorentina and has said he wants to make his loan deal permanent. He said he loves the city, he enjoys the way the team plays, and he's hoping to convince Fiorentina to buy him permanently in the summer. He'll get no argument, I am sure, from Everton or any Evertonian. He's had his time now, Kev. We thank him for his service and hope he does very well in Serie A. In one of the strangest rumours, Everton have been linked with a move for Liverpool striker Divock Origi. Remember, he was the one who was better than Lukaku, according to some of our illustrious neighbours. Listen, I can't see this being anything other than a massive rumour, so let's just leave it there. Everton the players who are out of contract in the summer have been revealed today, and that is Phil Jagielka, Leighton Baines, Ashley Williams, who cares, and Tyus Browning. All their contracts end in the summer of 2019, and it'll be interesting to see whether Williams won't ever be back at Everton. I should imagine Browning will be out the door as well. It'll be interesting to see whether Jagielka or Baines are offered a new contract. I should imagine Baines will be. Jagielka, I don't know. I suppose it all depends on the likes of Holgate and whether Marcel Brands and Marco Silva think that Kurt Zouma could come in permanently. Wouldn't surprise me if Jags isn't, given he's 36, although I still think he's got something to offer. By next year, if we're really trying to become a team that is in the top 6, we probably shouldn't be having 37-year-old centre-backs. As much as I love Jags, I'd like to see him stay around the place 100%, but probably not as on the playing side. Bernard has also been speaking this weekend. He was talking to a Brazilian news outlet, and he revealed that he turned down the opportunity to join Palmeiras in the summer. He said they're a huge club in Brazil, got a good side, but he wanted to remain in Europe and he wanted to play for Everton. He said he spoke to Marco Silva and he convinced him that Everton was the right place for him. He said he wants to get back to his best. He wants to show the Evertonians the best part of his career now. He said, I've been out the way for a few years at Shakhtar, but now I'm in the Premier League and I want to show everyone how good I am so that I can get back into the Brazil side. And he's got an opportunity to do that at Everton. We've already seen Richarlison force his way into the reckoning with Brazil. So if Bernard continues to perform like he did at Leicester last weekend, then there'll be no reason why he wouldn't be back in the Brazil side. He hasn't played for Brazil since the 7-1 semi-final defeat against Germany in the 2014 World Cup. But the door will never be closed with players who have got as much ability as Bernard. So he just needs to get himself fully up to speed with the Premier League, and I think he'll be back in that Brazil side, or certainly squad, probably before the end of the season. And finally, Garner is the doubt for the visit of Crystal Palace on Sunday. He limped off at the weekend, having scored for his national side. There's no news yet as to how serious the injury is. Fingers crossed he's fit for the visit of Palace. He's just been, really took his form up a notch, Ghana. So it's probably going to be a touch and go for Sunday. I should imagine he'll be making his way back to Merseyside for an assessment. But we did also see the likes of Andre Gomez and Yerry Mina, James McCarthy, all training at the back end of last week. Andre Gomez is expected to be in the squad for Sunday, should he come through this week's training unscathed. But let's hope that he's just a place on the bench for him, because Ghana is fully fit. We don't want any of our players carrying any knocks now. To get them fit, and let's get a bit of a run going. Ademola Lookman has done an interview over the weekend. He played in England's under-21 7-0 victory against Andorra last week. He scored a goal in that one and played very well. And he was speaking about, obviously, settling back down at Everton after his move to Red Bulls Leipzig didn't come off. He said Adi Boothroyd spoke to him after the last round of international games because he was critical of him, and he told him to get his head down and look, and said, that's what I'm doing. He said he needed that dose of reality from the coach, and he said now the transfer window's shut, he wants to get his head down and move forward. He said he's working hard every day, and he wants to try and get in the Everton side. He said it's not really up to him whether he plays, but he's got to make sure that the manager knows that he's ready and he wants to improve, and he'll only do that by working hard. And that's really what we needed to hear in the summer. That's gone now, and it's up to Ademola to try and force his way into the Everton side now. Theo Walcott is 29, Lookman's 21 next Saturday, so he's got an opportunity there to put pressure on Walcott, and for me he needs to become the first sub. That's what he needs to work hard at being, but we'll have to wait and see whether he settles down after that. That's it for the News Daily. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. It takes a sec. If you click the bell notification buttons, you'll get a notification every time a new video is released. And if you want to join us on Patreon, there's lots of exclusive Patreon content. Get over there as well. See you soon on Toffee TV.